We are at the LaGrange Art League Gallery and Studios, which I'm a member of, and I'm lucky enough to be able to hang my art here every month.
I can pretty much tell a person's strengths, weaknesses by listening. I think that when you lose your vision, listening becomes a major tool. In order to be successful in anything, when you're blind, you have to be able to listen.
It started when I was a child. I couldn't see in the dark. Nobody knew what that was until I was 16. Turned out I have retinitis pigmentosa.
In 2007, in the spring, I was in a car accident that really caught me and my wife's attention. By the end of the year, when I was declared legally blind, they found out that I had a condition called sarcoidosis. It's an autoimmune disease.
As I got older, still 20s and 30s, I was raising a family, I was working, I was a legal secretary, and it was in the last, I would say, 10 years that things started happening a little more rapidly.
Then on top of that, I was told that I couldn't return to work. I was told that I wouldn't be able to drive. That was a tough pill for me to swallow. I mean, I've been working my entire life and being told that, I can't do anything and I have to learn a whole new way of doing things. I wasn't ready for that.
I had the accident at work, fell because I have no peripheral vision. That was my last day of work, no longer working, had to figure out something.
Okay, so you say hold down.
Hold down the insert. Okay. So you counted 8 keys from the space bar going to the right, right?
Right.
Okay, hold that key down. You don't hear anything, right? I had to learn a whole new way of learning what I already know. Learning what I thought I already knew. That's when I found out about Second Sense. I learned more in-depth information about how to use Windows, Word, Excel, Internet, email. Working with the staff at Second Sense motivated me to want to give back to, other students coming in.
I'm a volunteer at Second Sense, and I started being a front desk person. After that, what was happening, it was kind of building in my mind something I wanted to do, and I guess this is kind of where the change, Second Sense, had helped me, and I felt like there was something I wanted to contribute to Second Sense, and that is creativity and art therapy workshops. Creativity and art have always been really important to me. It's kind of what I go to when I need, you need a place to go, my artwork is where I go. And I wanted to share that with other people, and Second Sense has so many things for people, independent living and computer and counseling, and there's so many ways to help people, and I just wanted to share another way that people could find to have self-expression.
As his wife, it was, I guess, it was a challenge. My best friend slash husband loses his vision, and so therefore I become his eyes for him.
It's a big adjustment. It's kind of making an adjustment to losing your independence.
For me, I was real young when it first happened because I was real dependent on my dad at the time, so it made me grow up and depend more on myself.
It just kind of made me step up to the plate. I know that with my dad losing his vision, my mom took on more. She was forced to do more things that she might not have always had to do. So on that end, I try to help out as much as I can.
As far as like loving her and doing things with her, that it doesn't matter. As far as physical, you do have to watch her more, so that especially when you're outside, so she doesn't trip or run into something. But you learn as you go along. So now it's second nature for me. People on the street, drivers, don't know you can't see, and that was my biggest fear. She'd cross the street, she has no peripheral, and And cars, you know, when they cross and you're crossing and they drive and they assume you see them and they keep going, you know, and she can't see them. So then when she went to Second Sense, they had their counseling in the circles, and as she went more and more, she started to realize that she needed the cane, so she finally got the cane. And I was happy, yeah.
When he first started, it was more of an outlet. And now that he's doing the tutoring, you know, it's like, you know, I'm helping somebody else now, you know, where at one point it was him being held. It's unfortunate what the situation was, but he's made the best out of the situation, you know.
At one time I had sight, you know, being able to help people who, you know, are trying to adjust to a world where everyone can see. I think that that's one of my main purposes now, to help people see the other side.
I was at a point in my life where my vision was undeniably getting worse, and I was losing faith in my own abilities. And it was the support of my family and Second Sense that helped me to believe in myself again, and to be able to accomplish things in life, such as my artwork, that I, you know, never had the chance to accomplish before.